Shortly after Manjeet arrived in the United States, her younger sister Simrit sensed something was wrong. Manjeet was not calling home even weekly, nor responding much to WhatsApp messages, nor was she answering Simrit's calls. Perhaps Manjeet was busy settling into her new promising life, Simrit thought. But when Manjeet would call home, she was quiet on the phone, responding with brief yes or nah. It turned out that Manjeet had been trapped inside the house for 6 months, and she was a prisoner in her home. She confided that her in-laws had confiscated her official documents, including college and professional certificates, in an effort to cut her off from her identity and independence. Her in-laws deleted all her family pictures first, then destroyed her phone. When Manjeet expressed a desire to go out or get a job, Aman would become violent. He would push her into the wall, dragging her down the stairs by her hair, squeeze her face, and at times her neck. When Manjeet sounded really low and disclosed more about the abuse she was experiencing, her parents finally threatened to involve the police. This prompted the in-laws to promise they will keep Manjeet happy. They took her for a drive around the neighborhood after the conversation. Once. Simrit, now very worried, contacted a distant relative that lived near her sister Manjeet to see if they could intervene. These relatives called 911 and requested the police to conduct a wellness check. When the in-laws saw the police outside, they quickly coaxed Manjeet into not saying anything. They also promised things will change for the better. Manjeet, wanting to give her Anand cottage another chance, answered the door, said she was fine, and assured them there was nothing to worry about. The police left. Then, all WhatsApp calls from Manjeet stopped, entirely. Simrit contemplated traveling to the United States to find her sister, but she didn't even know the exact street address, just had the name of a city, and she was worried that she may not get there in time. Concerned about Manjeet's safety, Simrit searched online for resources in the U.S. and reached out via Sikh Family Center's helpline. Sikh Family Center's peer counselor listened carefully to Simrit and all her concerns before asking her for any necessary information. Simrit said she was relieved the peer counselor had seen situations like this before because she felt totally lost. Then, Manjeet told her sister in a hushed voice, "Get me out!" This put everything in action. Using the Sikh Danger Assessment tool created by Sikh Family Center, the peer counselor and Manjeet's family had already discussed how Manjeet was at high risk of lethality. With the family's permission, Sikh Family Center contacted a local domestic violence resource center, and through them planned to transport Manjeet to the local shelter. Sikh Family Center had advocated for Manjeet's particular needs, including her language requirements. She was fluent in English, but culturally hesitant to speak it. We also had lined up legal next steps. Since Manjeet's family was worried her in-laws and husband would stalk her and hurt her if she left the house in which she had been held prisoner, the DV agency staff had collaborated with Sikh Family Center to plan how to best support Manjeet with her wish to leave the house, without a cell phone to freely call them or the police. Just in time, Simrit called the police precinct number. The planned multi-agency response took place, with our peer counselor coordinating between Simrit, the DV agency, and the police. Manjeet safely left her husband and in-laws home with the DV advocate. Manjeet was visibly shaken, had endured a great deal of trauma, but told the DV advocate they had come just in time. Then, as soon as Manjeet got on the phone with Simrit, she shared a chilling update no one outside the house had yet known. Days before, her in-laws had purchased a firearm. Throughout this ordeal, Manjeet's resilience and courage shone through. Despite the isolation, her fear, and her ill health as a result of the trauma, she took the opportunity to reach out to her family, communicate her situation, and ask for help. If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, we encourage you to reach out to Sikh Family Center's National Non-Emergency Helpline. Our compassionate, culturally responsive, bilingual, Punjabi and English peer counselors are available to provide private conversations and non-judgmental support and appropriate resources as you create safe and healthy future for yourselves and your loved ones. The health of a nation begins in the home of its people.